Hi, I'm Ravi Shastri. We're talking about Sachin Tendulkar and his 99 hundreds in international cricket. He wants that 100 desperately because he wants that monkey, which has now become a gorilla, off his back as quickly as possible. But amongst the 99, I've been privileged to see some great innings from Sachin Tendulkar. And some of the hundreds that I remember very clearly in Test match cricket, one would have to say the 100 he got, his first 100 in Australia. I know his 100 in Perth was brilliant, on a quick wicket. But there again, India were in a position where they were 60 for 8. So, he had no choice but to get after the bowling. And that he did brilliantly. But the 100 I remember because I was 22 yards away. And we got involved in a partnership of over 250, I reckon. And he got 148 in Sydney to become the youngest overseas player to get 100 in Australia. And he showed one and all that he had arrived. They were seeing class. They were seeing a player that's going to hold centre stage for many, many years, and he did just that. Another 100 of his, I remember, was in Chennai, which I think was a fantastic innings because it turned the series on its head. It was a series-winning innings. He had failed in the first innings against Australia and then came out and smashed Warne and company to all corners of Chepauk. I don't know the exact score he got, but he got enough to help India not only win that Test match, but to go on and win the series. There's another one that strikes me as a very, very good 100, and that was in Edgbaston against England. India lost that Test match, if I'm not mistaken, but he got a brilliant innings on a track that had indifferent bounce, where the bounce was up and down, but he batted quite beautifully in getting that 100. And then 200s I saw, I was privileged to see were in South Africa last year. Number 50, number 51. And that was genius, or written all over it. 50 was still on a good track, but the 100 he got in Cape Town. Now this is Australia when I said he was 18 years of age. This is after being 22 years in the game. And there was genius written all over that innings because the ball was flying. It was a track that had bounce. There was a heck of a lot of lateral movement. But his technique was exemplary. He put every bat delivery away to the fence. And again, got a score in excess of 140. A tremendous innings. These are some of his 5 Test match innings that I remember. It comes straight to my mind. I might have missed out on a few, but these come straight to my mind. One-day cricket, well, again, he's got close to 50 one-day hundreds. 200s that I'll always remember. I think everyone will remember. The 2 back-to-back hundreds he got in Sharjah and helped India win that competition. The first one of them, India had to win. Or India had to get a certain score for them to qualify for the final, and he batted quite magnificently. And then in the final 3 days later, to repeat that performance with an even better innings, even more aggressive innings, was for people who watched those innings, they said they've got their money's worth because again, the attack had McGrath, they had Shane Warne in the side, there was Michael Kasparowicz, and he smashed them. He smashed them to all parts. 2 great innings. And of course, then the third one I would say is that double 100 because that was a surgeon at work, a real master class, not an element of slogging. He just found the gaps, pierced the field on either side of the wicket. And the good thing about that performance again was he didn't need a runner. He batted the full 50 overs, which is a tribute to his fitness, and then played one of the great innings of all time. And to become the first man ever to hit a double 100 is an achievement in itself. These are some of the hundreds I remember of Tendulkar. I don't want to go on and on because if I carry on, then I have to count 99 before I finish. Well, any feedbacks, any comments on what I've said, you can get back to me on Ravi Shastri at castrolcricket.com.